Hey guys, my name is Elson Arsanti. I'm from the Medical Faculty of Pharmacy Study Program from Universitas Prima Indonesia. Here I will tell you about an ugly duckling. An ugly duck story. On a farm long ago, a mama duck sat on her nest. How long must I wait for my babies to watch? She said, I have to sit here all alone, and no one comes to visit me. But what could she do? A mama duck must keep her eggs warm till they hatch. At last, the eggs began to crack, one by one. Yellow ducklings stepped out of their shell. They shook their wings and said, quack, quack. Look at all of you, said Mama Duck with joy. You are all so cute. Quack, quack, they said. Mama Duck sighed. Come and line up. We will go down to the lake for your very first one. She counted one. She counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there, she said. I shall have 6 ducklings. But one large egg was still in the nest. Well, said Mama Duck, it looks like that big egg will take more time. So she had to go sit on her nest again and wait some more. The next day, the big egg started to hatch. Out came a baby boy bird. But if one might say so, it was an odd-looking thing. This bird was much bigger than other. He was not yellow at all. He was dark gray from his head to his feet, and he walked with a funny wobble. One of the yellow ducklings pointed. What is that? I can't be one of us. I have never seen such an ugly duckling, said another. How can you say such a thing? Said Mama Duck in a stern voice. You are only 1 day old. Your brother hatched from the very same nest as you did. Now line up. We will go to the lake for my first one. Yet the other duckling quacked. Ugly, ugly, ugly. The ugly duckling did not know why the other ducklings were yelling at him. He took the last spot in the line. Each yellow duck jumped in the river and swam behind Mama Duck. When it was his turn, the ugly duckling jumped in and started to paddle too. At last, he can swim, Mama Duck said to herself. When they left the water and started to play, the ugly duckling tried to play with his brother and sister too. They yelled, go away. We will not play with you. You are ugly and you World War II. When Mama Duck was close by, she would not let them talk in this way. Be nice, she would scold, but she was not always close by. One day, one of the yellow ducklings said to ugly duckling, You know what? You would do us a big favor if you would just went away from here. All of them start to quack. Get out, get out, get out. Why, won't they let me stay here? Said the ugly duckling to himself. He hung his head down low. Ah, they are right, I shall go. That night, the ugly duckling flew over the farmyard fence. He flew till he landed on the other side of the lake. There he meets 2 grown-up ducks. Can I please stay here for a while? Said the ugly duckling. I have nowhere else to be. What do we care? Said one of the ducks. Just don't get in our way. Woof, woof. Suddenly a big hungry dog comes tearing by. Chasing the 2 ducks, the ugly flew up in the air, and their fathers fell down on the ground. The poor ugly duckling froze in fear. The dog sniffed and sniffed at the ugly duckling, then turned away. I'm too ugly even for the big hungry dogs to win, said the ugly duckling with his head hung low. The sky turned dark, cracked a bolt of lightning. Then came a big storm, with heavy rains pouring down from the sky. In just moment, the ugly duckling was so struck and shook. Then a cold wind started to blow. "Bird," she said, with both wings held close to his chest. "If only there was a place I could go dry." All owns a tiny light blinked far off in the woods. Could it be someone's hat? He flew to the door. "Quack," said the ugly duckling. The door of the hut cracked open. "What is all this noise?" said an old woman looking bright and lived. Her eyes were not that good. Then she looked down. "Ah, look at that. It's a duck." She picks up the ugly duckling and drops him inside her hut. "You can stay here, but only if you lay eggs," he said. A tomcat and hen crept up to the ugly duckling. "Who do you think you are, coming in here and taking up room by the fire?" sighed the tomcat. "Squawk," sighed the hen. "I do not any." "Do not worry about that," sighed the ugly duckling. "I'm a bow duck." "Then why are you still here?" sighed the tomcat. "Did you not hear what the old woman said?" "Get out of here, pretender," clucked the hen. Get out," hissed the command. The door was still a bit open, so our poor ugly duckling sighed out the door and back into this room. "No one ever wants me," sighed the ugly duckling with a tear in his eye. The storm ended. Soon he found a new lake. Looking into the water, the ugly duckling saw the reflection of a flock of large white birds flying. He looked overhead and could not believe what he saw. There, above him, were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. Their long white bodies and slender necks seemed to just glide through the sky. He watched until the very last bird had wings its way out of view. He stared at the lake all by himself, and time passed. The leaves of the trees turned deep red and gold, and then the leaf fell to the ground. Winter came, setting a blanket of white snow. The cold wind and the dark clouds met. The ugly duckling felt even more sad. He had to go into the cold like to fish, but it was getting harder to swim. The lake was turning to ice. One day, it was all he could do was to paddle the water to keep it from freezing around him and trapping him in the lake. "I'm so tired," he said, paddling with all his might. The ice got thicker and drew closer to him. In a moment, two giant hands swept him up. "You poor thing," sighed a farmer. He held the ugly duckling close to his thick wool jacket and took the bird to his home. Never was a warm, free place more welcome for the rest of the winter. The farmer cared for the ugly duckling. Then spring came. Tips of green covered the trees. Short, bright flowers popped up from the ground. "It is time for you to go to the lake to swim again, as you were born to do," sighed the farmer. He took the duckling back to the lake where he had found him, and set him with care on the water. "Gosh, I feel strong," sighed the young bird, flapping his wings. "Why, I never felt as strong as I do right now." He heard quick splashing, spawns behind me, and turned around. a flock of just some beautiful bird he had seen in the sky before lying behind him on the water. Don't worry, he said to the them, holding out on wing. I will go now. I will not make trouble for you. I big Father rolled down his chair. He turned to go away. When he opened his eyes, he saw a beautiful white bird. Why was it so close to him? He jumped back, and his reflection jumped back too. What is this? He said. He started his neck, and the reflection of the beautiful bird struck its neck too. Why are you going so soon? Said an of beautiful bird. Stay here with us, said another. We'll be great friends. Then the bird who asked to be the ugly duckling knew what had happened. He was no longer an ugly gray bird that wobbled when it walked. At one moment, all the sams flapped their wings and took off into the sky. Come with us. On cold backs, take the lead. So he flapped his wings fast and took his place in front of the whole flock. All his new friends flapped their wings behind him. Say, he said, gliding and diving through the sky as he sped on. Who's an ugly? That's all about the story An Ugly Duckling, and thank you.